He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, Darnold. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Rosen, and that will be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to Cannon again on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Bravo. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, wahoo! Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Smooth. 57 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Roberts got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 23 yards on the play.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rosen will throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, exit.
Now Rosen. Complete to Kelly. He won't go down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
How about that little piece of athleticism? Not only the catch, how about the move?
That's not a third down back out there either. That's a tight end making that move.
180. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
They'll run on first down. Trout. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are back within a single score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points up.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Rosen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 10 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
51's Mike. Mike 51. No gain on this defense. No gain.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Pull it together.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out for... This is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
51's the mic. 51. Hey, echo.
A first down throw. Darnold. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, orbit.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Oh, you got deep?
57's the mic.
Throwing again is Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 29, Rosen. That's caught by Kelly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch 10, watch 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 23 yards for the touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 61, matchbox lights.
Get ready. Get ready. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Motion.
Lady. Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Darnold. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lady.
What you got? What you got?
On first down, Broussard. And some room to work.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
We're outside. Mike 51. Bring it.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell
Third and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now it's Rosen looking. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From his own goal line, Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Jets 40, Panthers 35.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Guys, it's our time. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. This one caught by Ridley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, my 7. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He's got his man on the crossing route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rosen to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Here we go. 80. Bravo.
Second and 10, it's Rosen again, and that'll be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Motion.
56. Mike, 56.
On third down, Rosen completes it to Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Open man is Samuel, complete. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, it's Rosen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He finds Roberts, complete. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Roberts has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Broussard, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, here we go. Quarter.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Go. Mike 51. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.